Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review. Behind me is the new Renault Clio. Today we have the Techno trim and it's a 115 horsepower petrol with a manual. So this is the entry model and middle trim. So let's check it out. This is probably the best value for money. So let's jump into the review. Okay guys, here it is, the new Renault Clio 6th generation. Once again, beautiful new design. And today we have the Techno trim on the review. So it is the middle trim. I already reviewed on the channel the red car, if you remember. It was the Esprit Alpine, the sport trim or the top trim with full hybrid powertrain. But today we have something more budget friendly oriented, and ideally, considering inflation, city hatchback should start around 20,000 euros. And this is where Clio steps in. Now, let me run you through the test specs of this car. So we have a actually free green metallic color that looks amazing. The car contours just really show here on the very sunny day. And inside is the 1.2 liter TCE. It's the 3-cylinder turbo petrol producing 115 horsepower and linked to 6-speed manual. You can also choose it with the automatic. Now this one has the spare wheel option and multimedia, so it comes to 22,690 here in Croatia, including 25% value added tax. So I think that's a really good price considering what you get in this car. So let me run you through the car and you're gonna see it's a really amazing deal. Now, if you're here for the first time, I'll show you the key fob. We have a keyless entry, new diamond badge, lock, unlock. You can open the cargo and turn on the headlights. So if you're looking for a car on the parking space, you can press that one. It turns on the lights, so you can see main headlight and daytime running light. They're flickering on the camera only. If you hold this, it's going to like flash and you can hear a sound, so you can easier find your Clio if there's like more than one. Now, if you approach the car, it will unlock or lock when you leave, but I'm gonna unlock it manually. So you can see these switch to turn signals, and the car is just stunning. Now let me run you through the design if you haven't watched my Esprit Alpine video. So beautiful design, and let's come a little bit closer, check out the details. So this is the new headlight. You can see the lens. It's covered in piano black with silver accents. On the hybrid they were blue, and I love this 3D design. It looks really amazing, a little bit of aggressive but very stylish. You can see those daytime running lights, and on the side we have unpainted black. You can see also front parking sensors. So again, silver accents instead of blue. Big air intake on the top and bottom. You can also see the radar for emergency braking and cruise distance. Huge thanks to Renault Croatia for giving me second Clio on test. Now check out the front end. It's amazing, little city hatchback. Now we also have here a metallic black side contrasting mirrors with a black shark fin antenna, and you can see those wheel arches in piano black. The green color really pops on the sun once again. It just looks amazing. Now let me show you here the alloys that you get in Techno trim. It's 16-inch, a little bit more comfier ride because you have more alloy. These are 195/60 R16. Came on Continental Eco Contact 7 tires, great tire. Now you can also see here a little bit of the skirt and the design of the new Clio. Now if we come up close, you can see the, again, metallic black side contrasting mirrors, turn signals. This is the new design for the side mirrors. There's a puddle light, and this one has the blind spot warning light in the Techno trim. Now you can see the dash here, the VIN number. It's pretty much the same dash as in the other model. There's a light sensor, rain sensor, lane assist camera, and another sensor for the automatic long beam. Now you can see here double laminated front windshield, and check out the color up close. It really pops. Again, free color option. You can see the shark fin antenna. There's a spoiler here in also metallic black, stretching towards the end. You can see tinted windows, but let me back up. So again, really well equipped car, and this color really pops. It's an amazing design. It's looking sporty. I really love the new Clio. Now this is the back end, and I've already said it, I'm gonna say it again, it looks a little bit like a Ferrari inspired design with these taillights, but the car looks really sporty. I love it. And if we come up close, you can see here also those 3D design LED taillights, and here's the rear diffuser, elegant looking. Now, one interesting detail, there is no exhaust pipe. It's actually behind the driver, a little bit underneath the rear passenger. So they maybe save some money, but you can barely hear it on the back because it's on the side. Now, rear parking sensors, there is that rear backing camera. We have also cold LED license plate for the illumination, and we have here beautiful Clio in silver with a new diamond badge. So look at this design. It looks great. Now underneath here you can press to unlock, and let me show you the cargo. If you go for the full petrol or hybrid, you get a little bit more space than petrol in this case. But let me show you the height here. So I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.6 feet, and this opens nice and tall. You can see the opening button. It's nice and rubberized. You can manually pull to close, and the top is plain. Now you do have this shelf. You can put like a longer umbrella here. There's a seat belt here. It's supposed to be on the back, I think, but I'm not sure what happened there. Now, cargo room. If I take this out, you can see the cargo space is big. It's 491 liters, so almost 500 liters. And when you knock down the seat, you get 1,176 liters of cargo space. Now you have this plastic step, and it's pretty deep here. Look at this. You get 5, 10, maybe 12 fingers of height times 2, you get centimeters. And underneath, if you can take this carpet up, there's a spare wheel. It's an option. So you can see you can even place a fire extinguisher underneath. Now this is in Croatia. First aid, emergency triangle, reflective vest, and spare bulbs. Although in this case it's all LED. Now it's a little bit outdated standard. Okay, now you can see here tether points, and we have here double grocery hooks on both sides, and warm light. Seats knock down 60/40. So again, back end, again, amazing looking city hatchback. Even this is a little bit of like a spoiler if you see, so it looks great. Here's the petrol. I've rinsed the car, so this is wet. So if you uncap this, you can hang this there, and that's it. Now let's move to the interior. Before we do that, you can see on the driver's side you have physical handles, and this one can be popped. There's a physical cylinder behind this one, but on the rear you have this aerodynamic handles. So standard Renault opening and closing sound. The doors open fairly wide if you need to put a child seat or a kid in the back seat. Now, good seals. If you have kids, for their safety, you can push down here to disable unlock from the inside. Now, on the back we have hard plastic. Even this is plasticky, so it's an entry model. You have a speaker on the top and the bottom. Small pocket, powered windows, fully automatic. And let's check here at the bottom. There's a little step here, it's plastic. Now we have these carpets, and you can see here the seats in the Techno trim. You have textile with leatherette, red contrast stitching, and then a little bit of different textile design. You have here the ISOFIX if you need to put a child seat inside, and check out the top. So we have this nice posh looking gray roof liner. And if you need to knock down the seat, you need to watch out. There's a seatbelt aligner. You press in. So press in, pull out. You need to lower this one. And you can see the interior space from this angle. So you can see this one is kind of in the way. So this one needs to be pressed down in order to release the seat. and you can adjust here the head rest. Now, I was sitting on the front. Let's see how much room is there behind me. Okay, I have just enough feet room. I'm in the lowest position, and yeah, that's a little bit tight. So I was very comfortable, and I would be definitely hitting myself and very uncomfortable behind myself. But if there's an average height person sitting on the front, this would be definitely more forward, so it would be fine. Now you can see here leatherette, same with the headrest, and then textile at the bottom. We have big pockets. Now on the back, unfortunately no AC vents. There is a 12 outlet, but no USBs. And transmission tunnel is a bit taller, not too wide. You could squeeze the third person for a really short ride because these seats are profiled for 2 people comfortably on the back. And you can see here the back end. Now they try to add some room here, but we're going to show that in a moment. Unfortunately, no handles on the back or on the driver's side, only on the front passenger. But you do have these touch lights, and that's pretty much it. No armrest on the back. Now the seat belts don't have adjusting height-wise, and there's no hooks on the B pillars, same as no hooks here on the top. Now let's hear the closing sound. Ooh, wait, I just realized this is not a real speaker. So there's only one on the bottom. So you need to go for the top trim or upgrade the speaker sound system to get a second speaker up here. Almost fooled me, Renault, almost. Okay, closing sound is okay. There's a slightly rattling sound, but maybe you can't hear it in the mic. Now here's the front. It's really hot, so I'm gonna hurry up. Well, this is the headspace. So you need to be like maybe 180 in order to fit here. The roof is going down, and you know, it's okay for an average height person. Okay, it's super hot here, really sunny and hot day. So let me just get to the front and turn on that AC. Okay. Again, standard Renault closing sound. Look at this detail. I just noticed this is amazing. It's like curved, but it looks very flush, and you know, the build quality is good. Now these doors open much wider, so careful in the parking not to hit someone's car. There is a tire pressure sticker right there. Pause and read. Now regarding the front materials, again, this is hard plastic, but you have this in textile on the Techno trim, and you have the ambient light. This is all more standard. You can fold the mirrors manually, adjust them electronically. All windows are powered and fully automatic. You can disable the rear, and this is padded on the front with leatherette and red contrast stitching. Bigger pocket and a speaker. Now you can see here the step, and you can see the Clio rich carpets, and they are anchored. You can see rubber paddles for the manual. Now it's manual seats, push up to slide back and forward, push up for the height up or down, and push up to adjust the tilt. So these are the front seats. I gotta say, they really look great. They have this really nice sponging. You can see same leatherette with textile combo and red contrast stitching. They do not have lumbar support, but they're pretty good. Big bolsters on the top. Now there is that speaker still there, although it's not counted in the sound system for some reason. And you can see here my personal LED height adjustment and auto start stop off, auto long beam. Steering column is adjustable in all directions. And well, let's jump inside the car. You can see the top there. Now, closing sound. Good closing sound, and let's switch to wide lens. So there's going to be point of view driving video with no comments, and night point of view driving review. Well, I will summon my impressions behind the wheel. Now let's zoom to normal lens, and I need to start the car. The seat is of course on the sun, so it's super hot. Okay, one thing not to forget, I need to mention this. This is neutral. So as you can see, this is first gear, and I thought when I jumped into the car that this is neutral, and of course the car stalled when I released the clutch. So this is neutral. It's a little bit backwards looking. I'm gonna let the AC run just a little bit so it cools down the cabin. Okay, lowering the fan speed. Now you might hear the petrol running as well, but it's not super loud when idling. Okay, now let's check out the steering wheel. We have the 3-spoke, flat top and bottom. Now here on the top, you can see here very smooth leatherette, black stitching, and perforated at the bottom and from the inside. We have piano black, also physical buttons. So these are not piano black, these are like plexiglasses, but it's pretty fine. I like the fact these are physical buttons. So you can set here the speed, cruise, speed limiter, or cruise. Okay, this one is for the adjust speed from the sign and distance, reset, and so on. Phone calls, voice commands, favorites, multi-sense, so driving modes, trip computer, and cycle the screens. Now, keep your lights on automatic. You can see classical switches. These are for the wipers, front and rear. So that's that. You can see here the start stop. And underneath here you can see volume sources. And you can press both buttons for mute for the volume. Closed or open air vents. Now this one is all gray. If you watch the E-Sprit Alpine, it has like a blue finish towards the end there, and I gotta say I like this one as well. Now 2026 ADAS new standard, you have infrared camera monitoring your eyes, so it's gonna be a little bit sensitive in some cars, but you can turn it off in my personal settings. So you just press twice with a delay, and when the light is off here, my personal is selected, so you can disable the pesky new overspeed warning or speeding warning. So and that's it. Hard plastic dash, and this one is like slightly padded, so you can see that. We have two digital cockpits. One digital cockpit, two screens. That's what I was referring to. This one on the camera looks, if when I change angle, that it goes like a red, but it's only on the camera. You can't really see that in person. There are volume buttons, and there is a standby screen with a clock, and there is minimal display with the AC. If you have kids, you don't want to glare them if they fell asleep, and you can also have screen cleaning mode. Now AC vents are below, of course, with the classical Renault physical buttons for the AC, temperature, fan speed, front defrost, rear defrost, and mirror defrost, or the side mirrors. Auto setting, close air circulation, max defrost, air direction, and you can switch off the climate. Hazards, lock unlock the car, which locks unlocks automatically when you start driving or when you stop. Two USB-Cs that are, I believe, illuminated. Now this is a rubber pad. You can optionally choose a wireless charger here, but someone didn't spec that in this case. 6-speed manual, so I know there's a little bit of sun. You can see how it looks. And it's classical Renault, a little bit further travel, a bit shorter than in the past, but still there's a little bit of travel. The gears sit in okay. They're not super comfortable like in German cars when you sit in gear, but it's fine. It's standard for Renault cars. Cutting in here, less sun. You can see the manual, but first time they've added here leatherette. So it's not just at the bottom here, it's on the stick itself. It used to be just plastic, which is great. There's a little silver accent here. There's a cup holder with a rubber mat. You can put your key fob here if the inside battery is low. You can see that key symbol there. And we have the electronic parking brake with auto hold feature, which is amazing. And this one is covered by leatherette. It's nice and soft. You just pull it up, and there is, you can see some space. It's a bit narrow but deep, so there's also some like coins or business cards holders. You have the front Isofix. Again, these seats are amazing. On the front here, it's textile. On the rear, it's leatherette. You can see here the back one more time. And glove box is slowly opening. It's very spacious, so there is some stuff here. You can see that. Now, let me show you here the price tag. So here in Croatia, the base model is almost 22,000 euros, or at least, excuse me, this Techno trim. And there are spare wheel and so parking sensors, 500 euro option, and again, 22,690 is the price for this specific car, which is really solid price. Well-equipped car. Now, let me just run you through the top here. We have baseless mirror with auto dimming. You can see pretty okay behind you. Same like through the mirrors. It's easy to park this car. And you can see here airbag information and a seat belt. These go off when you start driving. These are touch, warm lights, and emergency there. Bluetooth call, mic, documents holder, so you can put that there. And whoops, or it fell down. You can see beauty mirror. If you maybe put it like this, yeah, now it's holding. Okay, now let me show you the headspace. So on the front, there's plenty of headroom. And let me show you here the digital cockpit. So there is a little glare, but when you're focused on what's the display, you really don't notice the glare that much. So shouldn't worry about that. Now let me run you through these displays. So this is like the main display when you have a rev counter. This one is with the maps. So if you use this one for the trip computer on the side, you can have on the side menus, so you can have full map or in the middle, however you like. Same here. So you have here the car and the lane, centering, distance, and so on. And then you have the minimal speedo, so it can be without this one. And you have the where we started rev counter. On the sides here you have the media, you have the safety monitor, eco monitor, distance, you press OK to reset, and fuel consumption. So the car is idling here for AC, so please ignore this. Cutting in consumption, 5 liters combined city and highway driving. You can see this is the point of view start positions, so the car could be quite economical. So pretty nice infotainment. Over here, again, depending on the angle, this will be white or red on the camera, but we're gonna try to see it like this. I'm gonna quickly cover this. It's very simple infotainment. You have Google Maps, which works amazing. There is this shortcuts. Whoa. There are these shortcuts for the radio and phone connection. You have the pull down menu for the brightness and so on. Now here you have the music. So let's hear some music. I would say the speakers are good. I can't play for too long. Of course, you can play here. You can add favorites. You can play with what kind of sound you want, where you want the sound, and tone control, bass, middle, treble, and so on. So there's DAB and FM, and you have plenty of sources. Now, for the phone call, you can use Bluetooth. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay working wirelessly. You have Play Store, so you can download additional apps. And there's a Google Assistant, which you can activate by saying, "Hey Google, set temperature to 19 degrees.
Got it.
Thank
Changing
you.
the temperature to 19 degrees.
Okay, so there's a few shortcuts you can use like that. Over here, these are car settings, so you can change system, language, units, and so on. And run you through the car settings, or you can press the favorite for that. You have here driving modes: comfort, eco, sport. So you can see it changes to the theme here, or personal. Personal, it can be configured. You can set here driving to normal, sport, or eco, and steering same, low, medium, high. So depending on the driving mode, you have a sportier suspension, more feedback from the steering wheel, or more response from the engine. And you have here my driving, so it just gives you a score if you're efficient and if you're driving safe. These are the same settings here. You have vehicle, access, welcome, you can pause and read that, wiping, tire pressure, cockpit. You can see here you can change the volume of the turn indicators. You can edit those widgets if you want something else that's more useful to you personally. And here you have the screen brightness, and that's pretty much it. Now, driving assistant, you can play with these. You can configure the My Personal, so switch these off that you don't want, and they're going to be saved to My Personal. Comfort, follow distance, parking sensors. So it's pretty simple, fast. You have here AC shortcut, and if you put it to reverse, push up first gear, you can see the camera resolution is not the sharpest, but it does serve a purpose for parking, so it just makes it easier. Now, you can play here with the brightness and so on. The menu went off because I've put the car into neutral. That's it. Pretty well spec car, pretty well equipped, I would say. Now, regarding consumption, I still haven't done the consumption test, so check out the day point of view driving and night point of view driving review, where I will do consumption tests like open road simulation. And that's it. Now, let me pop the bonnet here. So pull once, and let me show you what's powering this baby from the inside. So again, it's a 1.2 liter DCE or 3-cylinder petrol. It's a turbo and 115 horsepower. Washer fluid is this yellow, so that's that. I'm gonna let it drop. It closes perfectly, and that was the full tour of the new Renault Clio Techno trim. Well, thank you for watching. If you like the review, you know what to do. Like, share, comment below, and share this video. So hope to see you in the next one. Stay tuned for the day point of view driving with no comments, night review, and night point of view driving review with my impressions behind the wheel and consumption test. See you in the next one. Bye.